Hello, Dan here, 23rd of July. And today I'm going to be going around this allotment and having a bit of a harvest. So got this container here, got the wheelbarrow as well, and plenty of veg to harvest, which is absolutely wonderful. So I've already done a little bit of harvesting, but before we get into that, I'll show you this here. This is a variety of sunflower called Sunzilla, and a very nice sort of size. There's over a foot wide, the head there, so absolutely wonderful. Now in here harvested some cauliflowers. This is variety all the year round. There's one there and a smaller one here, and there's plenty more where these came from. Anyway, excuse me, let's get on with the harvest. So runner beans, I've got an assortment of varieties here. So the harvest has not been that good so far this year. Still could be classed as a little bit on the early side for runner beans, at least in some years anyway. But this year it's been very different weather as opposed to last year, where we had basically perfect conditions around here for runner beans. Not too hot and plenty of rain, but whereas this year it's been very dry here, and we had some temperatures the other day around 40 degrees C, maybe a bit more, about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So certainly quite warm for runner beans, and the lack of water, lack of rain certainly hasn't helped either. But what can sometimes happen is you can sometimes get your crop later in the year when it cools down a bit and a bit more rain comes. I'm hoping that will happen. But anyway, there's a few runner beans in there, and let's do some harvesting. So down here I've got several different varieties of beetroot here, and this variety here is Malatka beetroot, which, if I remember correctly, is a variety from Kazakhstan. So we're going to pick a load of these today. I do love beetroot, it's really nice. And what have we got under here? So this here is Golden Detroit beetroot, and we'll have some of those up as well. Don't forget that when you are eating your beetroot, you can eat the tops as well, and I quite like eating the tops. I've also got Boltardy here, and I have a variety of beetroot here called White Albino beetroot. A lot of history attached to White Albino beetroot. If I remember correctly, there is evidence that it was grown in Roman gardens, so you might want to look into that. So we're going to go through here, and there we are. So certainly got a nice beetroot harvest there. So down here I've got a variety of cauliflower growing called All the Year Round, which very impressed with this variety. Nice small compact plants, nice coloured cauliflower heads. So let's pick a few of those. Just pulling the whole plant up. There we go, so I've got two there, and as you know I harvested two earlier in the day anyway, so that should be enough for the time being. So I'm just going to prepare these. Now if I was going to be keeping this cauliflower here, probably going to cook this up today, so don't need to worry about keeping it too much. What I'd do is I've got secateurs here as well, you can use them if you want. I would keep the outer leaves on it and just keep it sort of covered like that, and that could help it preserve for a little bit longer. But as I stated, going to be cooked up today, so it's not a problem. So I'm just going to look at that teeny weeny little head. Look, I'm just going to cut this off down here. A knife would be better for this. There we are. Little baby cauliflower head there. And let's prepare this bigger one. Same again. I'm not going to be leaving these leaves on the ground down there. They're going to go in the compost bin. Don't want to be leaving leaves laying about, could attract slugs, etc. So don't do it. There we are. I think I just got this one in time. Looks like it's not long off going to seed. That's a nice cauliflower there. So down here I've got a load of potatoes growing, assorted varieties from last year. So they are volunteer potatoes, road potatoes, last year's potatoes, whatever you want to call them. Now it's not really best practice to do this, but they started to grow up earlier part of the year, and by the time I was going to clear them, they'd made some quite nice size, the top, so I just left them anyway. So anyway, let's dig some up and see what we got. So we'll start over here and just gently lift some of these taters and see what we got. So there you go, volunteer potato harvest. Not too bad really. I mean, look at that one, look, make a nice baking potato, won't it? Some of them are a bit on the green side, as one would expect volunteer potatoes to be, because I haven't earthed them up or anything like that. Don't eat green potatoes, okay? So I've got to spend a bit of time clearing this patch, got to get them all out. Lots of plans coming here, but that's not for today. So I've got a variety of courgette here. This is called Burpees Golden. Just twisting these off. Quite cute these are actually. So down here we've got cabbage. This is variety earliest of all, one of the last of them. We'll have that out. These have been a lovely cabbage, and excuse me, definitely going to be growing this variety next year. It's sort of nice and tight and compact now. Really sort of easy to cut up and boil or steam, whatever. But yeah, cabbage earliest of all. Stick that one on your list if you want a nice early cabbage. And we'll have another one. There you go, it's a nice one there, look at that. So plums, got a variety of plum here. Or golden gauge rather, I should say. It's not a green gauge, it's a golden gauge, which is actually a member of the plum family. We're starting to get ready now. Need another week or so, and there will be a lovely crop here. Doing very well actually. It's definitely worth having a look about for some early harvests and pick them as you work, because what can sometimes happen is you can end up with loads all in one go and they can end up wasting. And just have a look through. These turn more of a, go more towards the yellow side as they ripen. There you go, nice plums there with plenty to come. So down here I've got a variety of cabbage called Golden Acre. Smaller than the earliest of all, but nonetheless still a nice cabbage. Bit past their best now, but just seeing if I can, you know, yeah, so a bit on the brown side, the outer leaves here, but you can, you know, peel them away to reveal a nice cute little cabbage on the inside. So certainly not a problem. I'm going to probably pick all of these now actually. I've got 4 of those there, there's plenty more there. Might pick some more of them tomorrow. So now when you get ones like this, don't immediately throw them away, because as I stated, once you pull back some of the outer leaves there, the inside is lovely. So that too is a nice cabbage. So yeah, down here, turnips. Tops have fully died back now. These are variety Norfolk Purple Top. Nice turnip. I put a video up the other day, how to grow turnips from start to finish. That one there's a bit past its best. Cool. And that one, nice isn't it? So I've got a nice load of red currants here as well. This bush is absolutely loaded. Look at that. These are delish, nice and tangy. Yeah, nice. So anyway, yeah, quite a harvest there. Really happy with it. Gonna go home and cook some of this up, and you know, work with the rest over the remainder of the week. So all in all, cauliflower, cabbage, beetroot, turnips, potatoes, courgettes, plums and a few runner beans. So certainly enough there to keep me busy for however long, and If you like my videos and that, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. And if you've managed to bear dealing with watching my video till the end, let me know what you're harvesting right now, because it's very interesting to see what we're all growing. Anyway, see you next time.